What does confidence look like for you on the course? I know you talk about being positive a lot, and what do you think are some of maybe the confidence killers out there that really hurt people's performance from practice to the golf course?
Well, the expectations is a huge one. How many times, and everybody pay attention because this is could be you. You get on the first tee and you hear excuses before you even start.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I haven't played in the last 2 weeks. I haven't hit a ball in a month. I don't know what I'm going to expect today. Oh, man, my neck is a little sore. Hey, I just took a lesson. I don't know what's gonna happen.
The
Right?
lesson,
So
that's a common one too. Yep.
yeah, and so we're setting ourselves up to not play as well as we're capable of playing by giving ourselves an excuse.
Mm.
One thing you want to not do on the golf course is give yourself excuses for anything. How many of you struggle with slow play?
That's a common one.
How
Yeah, I
many
hear
of you
that all the time.
blame your bad score on slow play? I'm a fast player. I can't play with slow play. Oh, my game was going great. I'm scoring. And then we hit a wall. And that ruined my game. Well, guess what you just did? You disempowered yourself by blaming something else that you can't control. Then that your brain's listening. The next time there's slow play, your brain's like, oh, I guess we don't play well.
Mm.
And then you get mad, you're not playing well. Well, what if instead you went, okay, I know that I don't do well in slow play. I need to find a solution. How can I still play well? A positive leading question when the course is slower than I prefer. Brittany Lincecum is an awesome example. She was just on the radio show, Tee to Green. And I said, Brittany, from what I understand, you're a fast player and you don't like slow play. What do you do? She brings Sudoku puzzles.
Oh wow.
One of the things she does, she said, if it's really backed up, I will take out a puzzle and I'll distract myself. If it's not too bad, I'll talk to my caddy and
Mm.
we'll tell stories about where we're going, or, the past, or where we're going to dinner, or we just kind of remove ourselves from focusing. How many
Mhm.
of you who hate slow play, you're like, why they park the cart there? Now they have to walk backwards. They don't even know what they're doing. Why are they taking so long to putt? That's not a fun day on the golf course.
No, it's
And you don't
not.
play well. So there's one. Take
Mm.
responsibility for your game and empower yourself. Quit disempowering yourself. Quit blaming everything on something else, or your playing partner who talked too much, or the player assistant who came by and was watching. Like, quit blaming it. Say, I'm in control of my own thoughts, my actions, how I feel, and I'm going to take charge of me. And ask yourself how you can move forward in a positive way and score even better in the variabilities that happen in golf. You have to get good at variabilities. And there's a lot of people that's not their personality.
Hmm.
Change is tough. Variability is not so easy. But if you say, everybody write this down. All right, I'm going to give you a magic right here. E plus R equals O. There's an event. Slow play. Bad event, bad outcome most of the time, unless you put in the plus R, how you respond to the event. How do you respond to the event? And I'll give you a life example too. There are many people challenging. I mean, I went through a lot during COVID, lost some people. There was a lot of people who put on the COVID-15, blamed COVID for them gaining weight.
Sure.
There's a whole nother group of people who lost 15 pounds or got in the best shape of their life. Like, what was the difference? How they responded. Some people put out the excuse, my gym closed down. Oh man, I was so into yoga. I was doing so great. All this stuff happened, so they gained their weight. Then the other person's like, all right, what can I do? Ooh, let me do yoga online. Let me buy a couple pieces of equipment so I can work out at home, and let me eat healthier because now I'm not going out to dinner, so I can actually make my own meals,
Hmm.
right? So it's how you respond. Same thing with a golf shot. Golf shots aren't good or bad. It's our interpretation of the golf shot that makes it good or bad. So I'd say for one, right away, first tee, the whole day, take responsibility for your game. Number one. And then breathing helps you get into the present moment. When you breathe in through your nose, let your belly go out, and then breathe out through your mouth like you're breathing through a straw, kind of pierce lips,
Hmm.
letting it out. Breathe out longer than you inhale if you want to get calmer, right? That parasympathetic nervous system. That's the rest and digest. The sympathetic nervous system is that we're just wired up, right? Sometimes
Mm.
we need that if we're getting bored in golf or
Yeah.
we're not mentally sharp. You might have to breathe faster. I teach a technique where the belly goes out and we breathe in again into our lungs and then have a sigh to release it. So it's a kind of so it's a quick breath to help
Hmm.
stimulate mental focus, get a little bit more of this, the sympathetic nervous system. Most of the time in golf, it's the opposite. We want to get calm, more
Yeah.
peaceful. We're nervous on the first tee. We have a big putt to win the match or whatever it is where we need the slower breaths. But when you breathe, focus on how it feels in your body. Focus on what it feels like. It brings you to the present moment. So there are flow state triggers, and focus brings on flow. But one of them is also the challenge, right? So we want challenge. Golf is challenging. So if we are ready to rise to the challenge and we take it on as a challenge, not fear-based, but all right, the challenge is a little bit more than what our perceived skills. So maybe we bet somebody, or maybe we join a league or a tournament, and
Mm.
we're nervous about it. That will up our mental focus. That's a flow trigger. That will help us get into it. Breathing and being in the present moments is a flow trigger because we want to be in that deep now when we're playing. Fear and fear of embarrassment, fear of, hitting a bad shot. Maybe it's of losing a golf ball. Whatever the fear is about the future, isn't it?
Hmm.
So if you stay in the present, there's no fear. You're on a golf course about to step into what we call the play box.